Alright, so here's this beautiful tractor I just picked up here. It's a Craftsman LTX 1000. It's just a bit dusty. Just a bit. But yeah, so here's what we got here. We got a Craftsman LTX 1000 with an Intech 20 that runs beautiful. Not a single spot of compression in the thing. My cousin frigged me over. Told me yesterday that the motor ran. Or he thought it ran. The motor's completely blown. Yeah. The original asking price of this thing was $400. I was supposed to get it for $300. And then after further investigation that we found out that the motor is blown, got it for $100. Yeah. I think we're starting to have a domino effect with this thing. Now we got two Craftsman LTXs that were supposed to have motors put in this thing. We did one. And still nothing. I need a motor for this thing. Or, I don't know. We're going to try and hopefully there's no damage to the inside of this block to where I can rebuild that block and put the guts of that engine into this block. So I'm going to start tearing this thing down. As you can see, we got ourselves a domino effect going on here with this Husqvarna. Son of a bitch! Yeah. I just can't believe it. I honestly just can't. Heartbreaking, isn't it? Knowing that you think you're going to be in the good after today, thinking that you can just stick this engine into that motor, into that mower, and we're all set. Nah. Not happening. It's not that easy. I wish it was. Son of a bitch. Alright, so here's where we're at with this full mat. Looking pretty good. The motor all basically stripped apart so I can get her off the chassis. I'm just right now draining some of what's left of the SERP that's coming out of the engine. That's always good. I don't know why the engine blew up. But, yeah, looking pretty good so far. I took off the starter. That was the first thing I did just to make sure there's no crack in the block. Because usually when these things blow, they'll blow out right there. And surprisingly, no hole. So, I don't know, I might be good lucky. But this mower here came from the Winthrop, I guess, well, my cousin there, he mows the ballpark. So this engine, well actually this whole tractor has been sitting in that shed, I guess, since he's been there, and he doesn't even know how long it's been there, and he's been working there for 3 years now. 3 or 4 years, so yeah, so they, I guess, got a new mower like 4 years ago, and I imagine this tractor's been sitting for about 4 or 5 years, so yeah, I guess that's about it. You know, seems like a pretty good candidate for a block, but I won't know until I start pulling parts off of it, and like I said, I'm just waiting for the SERP to drain out of it. I noticed the starter, check this out, the starter is like done, cooked. It's not cooked, but the gears are done, so that's something. But I'm not sure really what I'm doing with this chassis yet. I might just sell it to a guy as is, you know, and just use the block. I mean, I'm looking at probably about $150 in parts maybe. Let's see, we got the rear end, usually sell those for, oh, I don't know, $80. Let's do some math here. Let's see what I can get for this thing. Alright, so these are what I usually get off this kind of a tractor. $80 for the transmission, $40 for the tires, for the rear tires. Front tires, not so much. I'll leave those out. We got a front axle. Usually sell those on eBay for $25. The steering wheel, it's missing the emblem, not really worth much, maybe $5-6, throw another $5 in. The deck seems to be in pretty decent shape. We'll say 70, sometimes I'll take 80, sometimes I'll take 60 for it, so we'll put 70 down. And that's basically about it, what's left of it. I mean, the gas tank's there, but that's not worth anything, and that's about it. So right there, you're looking at about $220. I'm into the thing for about $100, which will bring it to $120. So, you know, if I make some money on it, whatever. If not, then whatever. I've seen this little ATV on Craigslist. Pretty interested on it. Dude wants $500 for it. It's a 98 Polaris Scrambler, 400 4x4. Thing looks pretty nice. Dude wants like $500 for it, but the motor, he says he blew the top end on it, and right now the motor's locked up. So I don't know, I'm pretty interested in it. I'd like to take a look at it, and maybe that would be the next candidate. So I'll have to figure out something with this thing. If I'm not even sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. If I'm, you know, it's just like, what do I do? You know, I might just put it out. I might just sell it to a guy as is for like $150. Make $50 off the deal. You know, it only cost me $10 in gas to get down there, so. Make $40, I'm happy, and I got a block and an engine full of good parts, so you can't beat it. But as I was traveling through the city there, it's pretty quiet, I'll tell you that. They had, one of the exits was definitely blocked off. They had the cops all there blocking that off. Either they're in there searching for some stuff, or it's just the exit to get to where everyone was, you know, at yesterday. So it was quiet, I'll tell you that, you know. A lot of people with their heads down, I'll tell you that. But enough off that subject. I know yesterday I didn't put in the clip of the shout out. There was a video clip in there, but for some reason it didn't get put into the video. So I'll do 2 shout outs today, and then tomorrow I'll get back on the regularly scheduled program. So let's finish up here. Still letting the syrup drain out, and we'll get back to you in a little bit. So here's what we got. Bolts are all off, motor is off the frame. Let's take a peek what we got going on the inside, but take a look what I found. Yummy. Some sunflower seeds. Anyway, let's take a look what we got on the inside here. Whoa! Holy. I'm too excited to come apart. That's not a good sign. Alright, oh, I need 2 hands, so let's see if I can't put you guys down someplace. Where the hell can I put you guys? Nope, ain't gonna work there. On my saw maybe? I don't know, can you guys see? Nope, you guys can't see. Some bitch! Alright, well I guess we could try right here. There we go. Oh, we got parts all over the place. Oh, jeez. Alright, no damage on the inside of this casing. That's surprising. Alright, let me remove the crank and then I'll bring you guys in. Oh yeah, crank spun. Alright, block doesn't look too bad. So here's what we're looking at. Inside of a motor. So this is the piece here that is missing out of the other motor right here. That's all what it is. It's just this one little gear. And, oop, Jesus, we're just wrecking the friggin' thing. I need that still. And then this is the shaft that is missing out of the other one. See how over here, how it is all missing here? That's what we're missing. So I think we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to use this block. Got a little scuff there, but that's not major. Just pull this cam out. Ah, son of a bitch, we get oil leaks. Oh well. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to use this block. We're going to take apart the other motor, and we're going to use this one. So this should be fun. Not. Pull these pieces all out, I guess. Hope you need those in there. It's kind of sort of a big job to do on short notice, but it is what it is, and I really got to get this zero turn done. So this is what we're doing. We're going to take the guts of that motor and put them into this block. So it's going to be an all-day project, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. The video is going to be kind of long today, and this is what we're doing. See if I can't pull a piston out. Oop, son of a bitch. Put you guys down for a second. Wear my good sweatshirt too. Oof. Whoop. There's one piston. No damage on it, which is really surprising. Usually one of these would get knocked out of something. You guys can't really see what I'm showing you. Usually the rings are all fucked up, and this will knock out that, but surprisingly I didn't. Let's take a look at the other one. The other one, there's nothing really even to grab onto. Oh, come on. Freaking pussy, come on. Oh! Wow. Fucking vacuum sucked the fucking cylinder. Oil is just leaking out everywhere all over this workbench. I need a towel and a half just to get all this oil wiped up. Let's try it again. Oof! Wow, that was sucked in there pretty good. Alright, so here's piston number 2. As you can see, this thing was overheating for quite a while. A little carbon buildup, not that big of a deal. And see how I was just showing you on this one here? See how these two are different. That one's smooth and doesn't have the chunk taken out of it. That's what usually happens. So this one here, got lucky. Got extremely lucky. So, yeah, so that's what we're working with today, boys. Briggs and Stratton twin, baby. Take it apart. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. You guys think I could rebuild this engine in one day? I got all the gaskets. Let's see how well I do. Let's time this. So it's 2:51 right now, and we're about to completely rebuild an engine. Let's see how long it takes me. Oh yeah. All right, so here's where we're at. I got the 2 blocks broken down. I had to go out about an hour ago, so it's now 5:05. So I lost about an hour, but anyway, so here's where we're at. I get this motor all torn down. This is the one that's got the bad governor piece, I guess we'll call it. Got everything all pulled apart. This one here was a little bit tricky to pull apart. I tell you what, I couldn't get one of the head bolts off, but I got her off. But here's where we're at on this one. This one's all cleaned up. I had to go to the auto parts store. Turns out that the auto parts store in town I usually go to VIP Auto Parts. I guess they got bought out by O'Reilly Auto Parts, so now they're O'Reilly Auto Parts. But yeah, looks like it's starting to rain out. Looks like it. But anyway, so I got this block all cleaned up. No more shavings or anything like that. That's like one of the main key things that you have to do is get out all the shavings in these blown up engines. Because if you don't, well, guess what? You're gonna be fucked. And the other thing is, what I screwed up on, if you guys may remember that the last Prairie tractor we got at the end of the season, it's actually the last Husqvarna we got at the end of the season. What I fucked up on last time when I rebuilt the engine is the crank was scored. Unlike this one here, this one's nice and smooth. There's no, there's no nothing. I could feel some scoring in it, and that's what caused everything to fuck up on the last rebuild I did. But I get this one here all basically all set. I'm gonna clean it up, spray a little bit of lubricant on it, and get everything started installed. So we're doing pretty good, I'd say. My goal is by the end of the night to get this thing running. That's my goal, but I don't know how this is gonna all work out. So I'll have to pull off one of the cylinder heads to get the pistons in. I was hoping to slide them in this way and this way, but I really don't see it happening, so I'm gonna have to pull both the heads off, unfortunately. So I'll have to wait and see how that works out. But anyway, back to where I go. Oh yeah. So it's starting to look like a motor again, so that's a good sign. Get the oil sub all on, and man, this thing's kicking my ass. Friggin' cut my hands up from the sharp edges and stuff like that. I've taken the pistons out, stuff like that. But I finally got her all put back together somewhat. I gotta still put the heads on, do the valves, obviously putting a little oil filter on there, and basically everything else. So the hard part's over. Now the rest is all the non-fun stuff. So it's getting there. At least we got a governor now, so that's a pretty good thing. I got a little smudge on my screen here, but looking pretty good. I think next step's going to be is to throw some head gaskets on and throw some cylinder heads on. These are the cylinder heads that were on the block, so I'm probably just going to put those back on. I'm going to inspect a couple of these valves. I noticed this one here was kind of rusted, so I'm going to sandblast both of them, check them both out, see what we're looking like, and we'll just take it from there. They should be fine, but you know how sometimes things can be. I'm also just thinking about maybe just taking the cylinder head, the other cylinder head off of this one, and just putting them both on, because I know they're both good. You know, I'm sure those other ones are fine, but I know these ones are mint, because I've already had them running at one point in time, and that was just about a day ago. If I can find my other cylinder head. What the hell do I do with it? I don't even know what to do with the other cylinder head. I guess it just like ran away. We got 1, 2. What the hell? I guess a cylinder. Oh, there it is. Oh, perfect spot for it too, on the ground. Because look at the differences. Like, no carbon buildup, and these things here look pretty damn good. So I'm going to put these ones back on, and I think we'll save the other ones for a rainy day or an eBay job. So that's what we're doing. That's my plan, and that's what I'm sticking to it. But I noticed I can't find the other piece, what I did with it. But when I was taking apart the governor arm that was on this block here, I noticed these pieces of steel in the bottom of the block, and I was like, what the fuck are these? And I don't know if they're still here or not. They might have got pushed away. Yeah, here it is. We got one random piece. I'm going to put these on the Husqvarna so you can actually see them a little better. So we got that piece there I found at the bottom of the block. I found that piece there I found at the bottom of the block. And that piece there I found at the bottom of the block. Now I know what these two pieces actually go to. These pieces here were this piece here. This goes to the governor arm, and it's basically just the ringing of this piece here. See the little lip on it? See that little lip right there? The cameras can focus on it, but that's basically what that is. But I don't know what this is. This is just an oddball piece. I'm guessing it came off of the governor gear. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's just my guess. And you know, I'm surprised that this engine never blew up. I just don't get how did it. Maybe I was just managing the controls right, and it was, you know, getting all the right stuff. But I don't know. Huh? Oh, for a second there. Wait a minute. The fuck? Oh, for a second there, I thought there was a hole in my block. I was like, holy shit. Yeah, holy. But, no, false alarm. It's just for the oil. It kind of got me nervous. I was like, holy. But, yeah, so this block's completely torn apart. We're going to start bolting some heads on and some head gaskets and some oil components and a flywheel and a cover and a carburetor and all kinds of stuff like that. And we'll be bolting around here, and I don't know, what time is it? It's 7:10. You gotta knock another half hour off because I took time for dinner. And I'd imagine maybe around 8:30, 9 o'clock, we'll be possibly firing it up. Possibly? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I hope I have oil. Shit, I never even thought of that. Do I have oil? Uh-oh. I have oil. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I got oil. I got 10:30 and 5:30. 2 new cases, that's good. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I had a little issue here. I bought these cans of carbon brake cleaner here. These two cans here, I can't quite figure out what the deal is. They both seem identical. I just haven't quite figured out what the deal is. They were both the same price, and they were both next to each other. Only one's got a different colored can. I haven't quite figured out what the difference of these two is. So I figured, I'll just buy them both. But I figured, I thought, I don't know. This one here actually smells better than this one. It's just, I don't know. I haven't figured that part out. And then I bought a can of carb cleaner because I used up most of it, and it don't work. Check it out. Nothing. So I'm gonna return that one because these are about $4 a can, $3 a can, I forget. So that sucks. And the VIP Auto Parts they're no longer VIP Auto Parts. I found out they're gonna be O'Reilly Auto Parts. So that's different. But gotta save those cans. They're collectibles now. Woohoo! Anyway, back to work I go. Enough chit chatting. Alright, so I'm over here assembling the cylinder heads. I've already got one fully complete, and I just put the valve cover on. And I noticed something. It's just out of curiosity. I think it's something starting to all kind of sort of play together now. I read the numbers off this tag here. You get the model number, the type, and then the code. Basically, I noticed the model number and the code are identical to the other valve cover. Obviously, not the code, the type rather. Obviously the code would be different, which is the serial number. But one thing I'm just starting to realize, when I pulled that engine off of this tractor, it's a Craftsman LTX 1000. Now, it's starting to all come together. If you'd watched yesterday's video, and then watched the video link below, in the description below, there was also the video of the other Craftsman LTX 1000. Now, that Craftsman LTX 1000, that had a 19 or an 18 horsepower opposed twin engine on it. Now, the engine that I got from that guy, he gave me this engine here on top of the tractor and the drill press for $200. I noticed it's starting to all come together now. I think that engine, it's sitting right over there, actually came off of that Craftsman LTX 1000 I had got last year. And it started to make sense and now why the motor was like it is. And how the other engine was like it is. That tractor sucked that I did last year. If you guys recall back, I had problems upon problems trying to fix it, and I couldn't figure out why. It was the starter that went on it, was the starter gear, the drive shaft, not the drive shaft, the steering shaft was gone on it. One of the mandrels on the fucking thing right there was fucked up. There was quite a bit wrong with it, and now it's all starting to make sense on where that engine came from. That engine that's sitting right over there must have originally came off of that Craftsman LTX I got last year, and the guy probably couldn't figure out how to get the thing to run. It's got to be, why else would it be like it is? It's just got to be. If you watch the video link below, I'm going to put it again below in the description. If you watch that video, it all fucking tells the truth right there. On the side of the thing, I believe there was spray paint that covered up the thing. I think what happened was the guy just couldn't have enough mechanically skills to fully assemble that opposed twin and get it running. He must have thought there was something wrong with it, and he just decided to dump it on me. I just can't believe it. That's what it is. It's all starting to make sense now. And the ironic part about it is that engine there is the same year as that. And I'm going to check one other thing here. I told you guys about this before on how to tell the year of a Craftsman Husqvarna lawn tractor or pull lawn, a weed eater, and we can go on forever. Let's take a look here. Boom. Right after the letter, See, there's a D there. We have 00, which means it's a 2000. That motor there is a 2000. I read it right off the valve cover. That's how you can tell. And you want to know something? That makes perfect sense. How fucking ridiculous is that? What the hell is that? Winthrop. Oh, I don't know what the hell that was. It all makes sense now. Yep, all makes sense now. Can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I'm telling you, it's a fucking domino effect here. We got the domino effect coming on. I can just feel it. So I'm crossing my fingers. I did everything right. I know I did everything right this time on getting that engine together, and hopefully within the next hour I will have it running. Hopefully, no guarantees, but I'm hoping. 741 right now. I still got another cylinder head to put on, got another carburetor to put on, got the flywheel to put on, and I got to adjust the governor and everything like that, and still got to adjust the other valves. So, and I still got to bolt it on there. Let's see if we can do it, boys. We got how many minutes? So that's we got 40 minutes basically. We got 40 minutes to actually no, we got more than that. We got 50 minutes. Wait. 3 plus 2. Yep. Okay, so we got 50 minutes, so we can do her. I think I did that right. 7:42. Yeah, I think that's right. Fuck it. Well, I guess I didn't meet my deadline. Come on, Zoom. There we go. So, it's 8:33. And this is where we're at. I got the motor on. It's not bolted on. Took me the longest was this intake. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. This whole intake and carburetor system is off of the engine that's sitting right up there. And yeah, it just did not want to line up for the life of it. And I finally got it just straight and then and it finally went in. So that's what took the longest. I was working on that for a good 10-15 minutes, and honestly, if I didn't have that problem, I would have already had this thing all set and we'd be firing it up right about now, but there's always something, you know. But yeah. Now it's 8:34. I don't think I'm gonna fire it up tonight. If and anew and on about it. So I don't know if I'm gonna fire it up. I know I got some stuff I gotta ship out. I got a set of tires I gotta ship out and a starter with bolt kit on it, so I gotta ship out, but I don't know. Maybe those people will wait and I'll fire it up, I don't know. Let's see how long it takes me to bolt the engine to the chassis, and I guess we'll just take it from there. If it's not worth it, then I ain't gonna fight with it, you know, because I still got a few more things. I still got the wiring to do. You know, that's just all plug and play, but this is more than just plug and play. Fuel line's gonna be primed. Obviously the flywheel has to get put on. A few other stuff, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm getting pretty beat up right about now. My hands are, oh, they're all cut and everything. It's just ridiculous because of the aluminum. When you're pulling out the, you know, the gears and stuff like that, it cuts into you, and the gloves don't help. I've been wearing the gloves and just get in the way of everything. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm going to try and bolt her up, maybe get her running for you guys, and after that, I'm done. I'm beat. Bring it. Well, the time has come. Make or break, I guess we can say. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to get this thing to fire up, because it's just going to take too long, because the lines aren't primed. You know, I shot a little air in the tank, but I don't know. I don't have any carburetor cleaner because I used it all. Ooh, oh, wow, did I ever get lucky. First can I pick up, I thought this was an empty can. Wow, I wish I knew that earlier, but I'm glad I don't know it earlier. Alright, let's hope for the best. Let's throw the parking brake on. What the fuck was that? Oh yeah, those were those pieces I showed you earlier. Oof, they're missing a part here. Alrighty. Time has come. Let's see if this governor actually works. Let's see if the fucking rebuild actually works. What the fuck? Never quite heard that noise before. It's like a relay. That's strange. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll give it a shot to see if it'll fire. Nope. Oh yeah, these have to be in, don't they? Or are those going to be out? I forget. Oh, the PTO switch was engaged. Because I just heard the clutch kick on. Nope, we need those like that. I think. I forget. Let's try them like that. What's going on here? I did hook up the starter wire, didn't I? Yeah, I had that hooked up. Those wires, they're all hooked up. That's hooked up, that's hooked up. Huh, am I forgetting a safety? I don't think so. Alright, I'm gonna try and figure this out. Something isn't right here. What's this? Ow, fuck. What the heck? No, that's all somewhat rednecked anyway. Looks like it's not getting power to the starter. Let's try that. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna try and figure this out, see what's going on here. Alright, I think I figured out what the problem was. I haven't tested it yet, but I think this is, I forgot to hook up this one black wire, and that's one of the wires. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll give it a shot. Yep. Alright, let's make sure we get everything good here. Oil's in. Got the SuperTech 1030. Spark plugs. And yeah, alright, let's just give it a shot. Alright. For some reason it revved up a little bit high there. Yep, something's not right here. Just wants to rev full tilt-a-whirl here. Again. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, that's under way too much pressure. Wonder what's up with that. That shouldn't be under that much pressure. Alright, I'll give her a little throttle. Just feel a little throttle. A little throttle should give her a little bit. Let's see what happens. Nope, something's not right. Again. Well, as we think we fixed one problem, we might not have fixed one problem. Well, we know we fixed some problem. Alright, I'm gonna figure it out. It's 9 friggin' 10 o'clock. I mean 9:10 rather. I'll figure it out. Alright, well, I figured out the problem. I knew something was up when I adjusted this, but I kind of sort of just ignored it and kind of sort of went with it. I think the governor's fucked up again. Basically, you can't really turn it as much as you would think you should. So I'm thinking that the governor, I don't think I put it on right. So yeah, fucked up. I got done fucked up. I can even turn it, you know. Well, it's kind of sort of hard to turn, but you can turn it. It doesn't turn right, and I know something's up. I'm thinking that the governor arm isn't sitting the right way. I'm trying to figure where I did the other governor arm. I showed it to you guys earlier. I can show you. I already know exactly what I did. Basically, I'm thinking that this is on the outside. It should actually be doing like a full rotation like this. And I'm thinking it's like stuck down in this part right here, so it's not getting it to go up on top of the arm is what I think the problem is. So that means tomorrow I gotta take her all back apart again. Well, not all apart, just basically pull the motor off and just pull the oil sub off. It's a minor fix, you know. I kind of sort of ignored it. I shouldn't have ignored it, and sure enough, that's my problem again. So we'll work on the Briggs 20 again tomorrow, I guess. What a day. I'm tired too. It's almost 9:30. Yeah. So I think we're gonna end the video here. Yeah, I know I fucked up, but I gotta show you my mistakes anyway, because if you don't learn from your mistakes, you ain't gonna be perfect. You ain't gonna notice what's wrong in life. And sure enough, that's what the problem is. So tomorrow I'm scraping off more gasket, pulling the engine off, pulling the wiring off. Luckily, it's only going to take me about an hour to fix, but it's just one of those stupid ass things that I did wrong, you know. So it's not that big. It's a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal, I guess we can say, you know. I mean, there's a lot worse that could have happened, but at least we know the motor runs. It moves back and forth. The motor turns over. You know, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. We could have had a hole right in the block, and let's see. Beautiful, no sparkles either. So that'll be tomorrow's plan. Take her apart again, and you know, just fix it. I know what I did wrong. I knew what I did wrong. It's not that big of a deal. You know, I'll get her fixed up. So I wasn't gonna plan on doing much tomorrow anyway. You know, just probably chopping that thing up. That was about it. But anyway, it's a little bit cloudy in here. I'm suffocating in here. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll get this problem sorted out. And, you know, it is what it is. So we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will have a good night. Or tomorrow, because I'm sure you guys will be watching the video in the morning. By the time I'm done uploading this video. But it is what it is. So we'll talk to you guys then. See you. Alright, well, it's a bit cloudy in here this morning, as you can see. The video didn't get uploaded because, well, this is still part of the video. That's right. I said, forget it, I ain't uploading the video until I fix this thing, because I know in about, like, 6 months from now, I'll get, like, stupid-ass comments telling me what to do. So I figured I'd take her apart again, and sure enough, it was actually the most stupidest thing in the world. I already pulled the motor off. It only took me about... Wow, it actually only took me about 51 minutes, because I came out here at 11, well actually I came out here at 12 exactly, and I had to do some stuff cleaning up, and then I finally did it. So, it took me 15 minutes to pull the engine off, pull the pipe off, take her over here, try and figure out what it was, and I knew what it was last night. What I was talking about last night, I don't even know what the fuck I was saying, but I looked up in my booklet, I left this one little pin out. It's just a governor guide holder, and that's all what it was. Just something so stupid like that. I actually just, I don't know why I didn't see it in the cup. Like, it's just such a small piece, I didn't see it. And, I don't know. I guess I just slipped my mind. But, yeah, so that's what the problem was. It was just a little tiny little O-ring metal retainer piece that was causing it to do crazy stupid shit. But I got her going. I heard some pretty cool stuff on the radio this morning. One kid there asked his girlfriend the problem on the radio, and that was pretty cool. She said yes, apparently. Then just like a few seconds ago, some kid was driving up from Alabama. You just got done picking up a 98, what am I saying, an 85 Ford F-150. And he said on the radio, there's the same thing, and the reason why I want to get a Southern truck is there's no rust. So that was pretty cool. But anyway, we can fire her up. I'm going to get some lunch here in about 10 minutes or so. But I figured we could fire her up. Pretty good to me. Gotta adjust the throttle cable, that's about it. It's gonna go back just a little bit more because when you go full all the way up, it's not going quite to where it should be. It's got another quarter of an inch to go. So that's not a big problem, but at least I get everything all squared away now to where I'm not freaking out thinking that something was fucked up, you know, because that was really starting to piss me off, you know. But it is what it is. We got her going. Awesome. So I can finally later on today reassemble everything, take her for a test drive. Get a couple parts I got to still put on this thing. I'm thinking about just taking the shield covers off my other mower deck, my other Husqvarna, and just throw the new ones on there because I really want to get this thing on Craigslist this weekend. So that's my hoping to do. So I'm gonna upload this. Well, I'm gonna start rendering it. It's probably gonna take about like 2 hours or 3 hours to render the video. And then we'll get her uploaded, so hopefully by 3 o'clock we'll get her all uploaded. But just crazy what a simple little fix it was. Actually, it wasn't a simple fix. I had to pull the whole engine off again, but that's why I only put 2 bolts in it and a couple of wires that you don't necessarily need when you're going to start testing stuff. And there's no sense of putting the covers on until you're all safe. But I took a look from yesterday's engine, stuff like that. Everything seemed to be broken in pretty well. I'll definitely have to change the oil on it. There's no metal shavings in it at all, but I'm going to change it anyway just to be safe, because I'm sure there's still some gasket material that are, you know, on the bottom of it. So it's not that big of a deal. We'll get her all together, but you guys are in for a long video, I can tell you that. So, like I said, we're going to do a shout out. I guess I'll have to cancel out the other clip it part where I put the shout out in, because now we're at the end of the video. I think what we're going to do is just do 1 shout out per day, and then we'll just continue it on until we hit like 7 days, something like that. So by next Wednesday or something like that, we'll be all set. What the hell is it? It is Wednesday. Alright, good. So the first shout out we're going to give out is Murray Mayhem. He's a pretty good guy on YouTube. Check him out. He's got some pretty cool projects going around. He's got this, it's kind of sort of like a John Deere Gator that he built out of a lawn tractor, out of a Murray lawn tractor. It's got 4-wheel drive in the back, and then it's got the 2 front tires, which I think is fucking awesome. So you got your 2 front tires, you got your 1 transmission there, and he also has another transmission there, and the back acts like a little dump box. It's pretty cool. You should check it out. He's got some pretty cool projects that he works on. He actually just picked up another Murray the other day there. I'm not sure if it was the customers or if he bought it off of Craigslist or something, but it was a pretty clean little tractor. I see he's already got the mower deck all painted up in his last video there, so that was pretty cool. But the people who I'm giving out shout outs to this 7 days are people I've seen on YouTube for a few years now. I've watched their videos. I think their videos are good quality, and you should definitely check them out, you know. So if you want, check them out. I'll put the link below if I remember. Probably won't remember, but I'll try and remember. And definitely check him out. Good guy, you know. If you subscribe to his channel, he immediately gives you a shout out. He's got a little whiteboard on a on a stool or something like that, and check him out. You'll probably get a shout out with him. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. Well, actually, we'll probably talk to you guys later after I get some McDonald's in me. More shit food for me. Hell yeah. And we still got a few things left to do. We got a PTO to put on. Obviously the covers, change the oil. I'm going to drive around a little bit, break her in for a little bit, and we'll just take her from there. So, yeah, and we'll figure out what we're going to do with this thing, if I'm just going to sell it as is, or if we're just going to part her out. So, anyway, we'll talk to you guys later on tonight, if not tomorrow morning. See ya.